beautiful people. How are you? Welcome. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello, my friends. Just getting everything together. You don't need to see that. You don't need to see it. Let's fix that. That's an easy fix. How are you? This live is always, always something. Welcome to Reset Yoga, where we will be resetting our bodies. See, that works. Resetting our bodies. I don't know what that was. Resetting our bodies for the end of the month and get ready for February. All right. So in this class, I did put a link in the description. I put a description in what we're doing today. We're doing restorative yoga. Get all my lovely things. I got a blanket to sit on here. Sitting on my blanket. I got pillow for my belly here. Pillow or body pillow. I have yoga blocks and I have pillows for this class. We're going to be resetting our body, doing some restorative yoga. I'm sitting crisscross applesauce to start my practice in easy pose. Just gonna switch my feet direction. We all tend to favor one side. I don't want to do half lotus, do easy pose. Just sitting crisscross applesauce, getting nice and comfortable. Love my pants. How are you? Got my water behind somewhere. Got my incense blazing. I got some sage going on. This might still a little smoke. Just a sage, just a sage. How are you? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you find this practice. Thank you for the replay game. Without you, I'll be nothing. I go live on certain days, and sometimes you guys can't. But I appreciate you guys watching it later. Appreciate it. Watching the days later or whenever. Burn myself. Oh my God, never done that before. So I'm sitting crisscross applesauce, ankles crossing up the ankles, sitting up on my sit bones, having a blanket if you like. You can also have a pillow if you like behind you or sitting on it. Let me turn the chat on so I can see if anybody does drop in and want to say, hey, hey, hey. All right, so get nice and comfortable. Go ahead and close your eyes. Bring yourself into awareness. And try as best to let everything go. Sitting here, just relaxing, getting nice and comfortable. Sitting up on your sit bones, elongating your spine, palms onto the knees, and just really relaxing in this pose. Sitting upright, having your gaze at 45 you like, have your eyes closed if you're able to, or just having your face relaxed in this practice. And then we're going to gently just roll our neck to one direction. I'm going to the right, just rolling my neck to the right first, and rolling my head. We're going to switch directions. Rolling it to the right, sorry, to the left. And nice and comfortable. Go ahead and taking your head, making yes with your head and your neck, and gently turning your head to a no. Being mindful of your emotions and your transition. Go ahead and get that yes. Go ahead and give me that no. As I said, go. And then bringing both hands, palms facing each other, shoulders just rolling them forward with your palms straight up in the air, hands in the air, waving like you just don't care. Float in your hands down to the ground, bringing your chin into your chest here. Now gently rolling your shoulder back and rolling up, sitting back on up, bringing both palms up to the sky, palms facing each other, and then exhale, gently bringing your chin to your chest. Boom, forward. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, both hands up to the sky, palms facing each other. Then exhale, folding forward. Any amount, bringing your chin to your chest. Gently roll yourself back up. Bring your hands back up to the sky, palms facing each other. And on an exhale, floating forward in any amount, bringing your chin to your chest. Bring your hands onto your knees and go ahead. Bring your chin to your chest, rounding your back. This is cat pose. And then you want to change the direction of your body. Inhale, bringing your head up all the way to the sky and up to the sky. Exhale, switching the directions, changing your chin into your chest here, rolling your shoulders back, tucking your belly in and rounding your low back. Go ahead, switch directions. Inhale, exhale. Deep breath in, inhale, exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. Go ahead and let's just roll our bodies here. Rolling, 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 rolling. I'm rolling to the left. Then I switch my direction. Rolling, rolling, rolling to the right. Taking your time here. Go ahead, place both palms on the ground here on the side of you. Go in here and gently just walk your hands behind you, having your palms facing forward here. And just go ahead, lean on back, popping your shoulders forward here. Opening, maybe stretch out your legs here for a second. Good yogi. Shake out. Just sitting up on your sit bones, popping your chest forward here, rounding your shoulders back. Open up your shoulders. You can either have your gaze looking up the sky if you like that, it's okay for your breathing, or just having your gaze looking forward. Hold it in here, wiggling your toes, wiggling body, body. Lifting yourself on up and go ahead and fold forward in any amount. Both hands, grabbing your feet, ankle, knee, wherever you can in this forward fold here. Taking your time. And on the inhale, bring your palms back. Maybe change the direction of your palms. Maybe have your palms facing backwards. Change the direction of your wrist here. Take the stretch out. Go ahead and lift up your chest. It's a little bit different if that's a little tight for you. If you're not used to changing your hands that direction. Hold it in here. Open that chest forward. You can bring your head on back. Bring your chest to your chest. It is the last week of January. Before we start April, the last day. Going restorative this week. I usually try to, even in my yoga class, the last week of the month, do restorative class. Always to reset our bodies and get ready for the new beginning of the next month. Go ahead, turn your palms forward. Go ahead, shake out your palms. Shake out your arms. Always my favorite class because we get to sleep. I love it. We get to sleep. So just sitting up on your sit bones. Just have a blanket underneath me. You're welcome to have a bolster or sitting on your pillows. But sitting on up. It's time we're going to take our yoga stuff. If you have one, you don't necessarily need to have one. If you don't have one, just if you want to invite us to practice, get deeper in your poses, especially if you're having a hard time holding forward. So this, because we're warming up the body, using that little bit of heat that we did create. And let's just go into it. Give it too much forward. Like that. We're going to fold forward in any amount. So that's my brothers and my moms. Fold forward in any amount, and that's mom. Fold forward in any amount, tucking your chin to your chest, go ahead and taking a yoga shot, bringing it around your feet, and folding forward in any amount. And really grounding your pose, pushing your your tailbone to the ground, pushing down on your legs, extending, bringing the flexion in your feet, having your toes kind of putting a little bit back for you a little bit, but flexing up, really activating in this pose to get the full of the strap and just using your hand however you want on your strap. Like I said, if you don't have a yoga strap, you can always use a belt. You don't have one, or you can actually use a scarf. So whatever make yoga accessible for you, beloved. And just holding it here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. Appreciate you. Adore you. Namaste to you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Hopefully you're having a beautiful, what's today? Is it midweek? Is it Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. I work night shift too. And I start one day and finish my next day. It's either Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know. It's Wednesday. It's midweek. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Holding in here and just really feeling the stretch. Feeling it and loosen your back. If it's too much for your back, you can always welcome to place a block underneath your knees. You can use a little bit of pressure off your back if this is very uncomfortable for you. So go ahead, use what's best for your body. Holding it here with your hands and need to push and feel it. There we go. Our hands going to push down. There we go. And deeper into it. And making sure your feet are active and not stagnant, they're not cramping. If we're cramping, go ahead and do a wiggle out of your toes. If you're comfortable. And just breathe. I hear the silence in the clock ticking. That's my background noises. I would play music, but you two like black people. Go ahead, bend it on up. Woo. Bend it up or bring it up. Bend it on up. Bring it on up. Go ahead, shake your legs, plant both feet into the ground, bringing your hands behind you. Either have your palms facing forward or your palms turned back, whatever you like, for your wrist. Back. Unloosen the back of my wrist because I'm not so tight. Yeah. Okay, I got my hands on the mat. Take your feet into the mat and go ahead and lift on up. If there's too much pressure, just turn your palms the opposite way to come back. I'm gonna work out my wrist, so that's okay for me right now. I know what I'm doing. A little bit. I got a license in it. Keep up with my license. And go ahead and drop down to the ground with your hips. Bring both feet together for butterfly pose. Holding it here. Open up our hips. We're going to be holding these poses for a very long time, for at least about 2 to 3 minutes in this reset yin yoga class. If your hips are a little bit tight still and not ready, you can go ahead and walk on place a block under your legs here, kind of like holding you as you press down into it, pressing your sit bones. Like, letting gravity do the work and you actually helping move it out gravity to get into that. You can cuff your hands over your feet and hold it here. And just notice any tension, anything uncomfortable. Be mindful of that. And just breathe. Breathe at your own pace. Today we're going to slow down our breath with our ujjayi breath, really focusing on the breath pattern today. So just make sure in this practice you are deep breathing into your belly and exhaling fully, completely from your belly. We have so many breaths that we do for breathing. We breathe, our body, thank God our body is a beautiful thing that it naturally does the job for breathing for us. Because if we have to program ourselves or actually remember to breathe, I don't think we would definitely focus on that. Sometimes we got so much stuff going on with our life that, bills, kids, work, school, after school, I don't know, just making up stuff. But sometimes we deal with so much stuff in the world that sometimes there's things that we should be doing that should be naturally and easily. We just don't pay attention when we take that for granted. So here in this practice, we're going to focus a little bit on our breath, just noticing how we're breathing into our belly, pulling all that good oxygen in, and then exhaling forcefully. So just getting deep into our breath. I do this on a regular basis. I sit in a corner in my bedroom. I have a space where I sit and just sit on my pillow, and usually have my feet like this, or I have it easy pose, but usually I sit like this, and I just sit on up, and I just breathe. I'm just breathing, and I try to at least do between 5 to 15 minutes a day. I try to do my little meditation spot, just to be nice and comfortable with myself. Sitting, because sometimes this is uncomfortable people sitting, just sitting down. Sometimes can be very, very common to some people's bodies to be for anything like it could be women sometimes it's having, give birth, or you've been in an accident, or it's body's just doing funky things because if you don't work out on a regular basis, especially stretching, you know, so that can be definitely, definitely uncomfortable for you. So since I did my little spiel, let's bring our knees on up. I like to talk, so this time we'll go quicker. Go ahead, bring your legs forward and do a yogi shake out. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, baby. Shake it, shake it, shake it, baby. All right. Going to transition ourselves onto our knees. And I am, because this is reset, the plant the blanket onto my knees. I'm going to take both my pillows I have, place them in between me. So open up my knees. We're doing child pose and over sword and sound. So I have my knees the same size as my yoga mat. Toes together to touch. Open up my hips. And I'm going to lay my top half of my body, bringing a blank, bringing a pillow in between my body, just resting my body. If this is too high, I have two pillows. This is comfortable for me. If not for you, you can drop down the pillows, or you can not use the pillows at all. So whatever's comfortable for you. Like, no different. And you could just bring it all the way down. Take one of these pods out my ear so I can hear. And just holding it here. I have my head turned towards you, enjoying this. Oh my God, this is so much fun. This help you with your back, pressure up your back, your ears sometimes if you're doing self pose. And just letting the ground, letting the pillow do itself as your body slowly sink into position. Hold neck here. Just breathe. I have my head to the side so I'm able to breathe. If you want, you're welcome to close your eyes for a second. And I'm just going to breathe while my feet just go. If you do have your head down, or so you can change the right foot. Come here for a second. Stop at the side. Just hold it. Just breathe. Got my hands straight, but actually my hands next to my body. lift it on up. Look, okay, second, both knees together. Knees are on my blanket. And my knees underneath my shoulders. My knees underneath my hips. My hands underneath my shoulders. Flat down to the ground. Dropping my belly. Having my elbow sticking straight up in the air as my belly drops and then neutral tabletop. Just shaking myself rather from side to side, moving my body around, really engaging my fingers to the ground. I don't go too far forward. Then I drop my belly, bringing myself up to the sky. And for the inhale, bringing my forehead up to the sky. Or exhale, rounding my body, turning my chest into, bringing my chin to my chest. For cat, dropping my belly, inhale my head on up to the sky. Down, exhale, round it up. Go ahead, drop the right. Exhale, go ahead, extra drop using that head with a couple more that on your body. Hey, two more rounds. Last round. All right. Good. Take a little quick break. Let's do a little water break here for a second. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Definitely help me through the algorithm. Definitely. I see my competition. I see my competition. I don't, yeah, I see without this. Still big. I can't compete with some of that stuff. One of those fellow stories. Some people are doing the most. And some people I really like the content a lot. The content, so I definitely support people. Just enjoy their content. Like I love one of my favorite yogis. I love the fellow. Sicily Yoga. Love her YouTube channel, and I love her yoga. I just love enjoying her class. I just enjoy it. I enjoy it. I think one of the videos I'm gonna do yoga content that I actually watch that I like. That's really good. I think I should drop one of those for when the yogi to tell you who I like to watch. When I don't feel like teaching, when I want to be hot and just be in my zone. And sometimes it's just like I love to go to yoga class. I love yoga too much. But just go and just see my authentic self and just do my practice and just be in the zone with like-minded people. So I love it. All right. All right. So we're going to go back to it. Back to our hands and knees. We're going to go into a let's do drag. Let's do I don't want to do before I do that first. So we're going to stand on up onto your knees. Bring yourself up onto your knees. We're going to take our left leg in front of us. Left leg. Up. Left leg in front of us. I gotta figure when I'm sideways, I have to be correct. When I'm frontwards, that's a different way. When I'm sideways, it's a different way. So take our left foot in front, taking your hips down. You're gonna take that left foot, angle it 45. Go ahead, drop down. We're in lizard pose. We're going to use our, you have pillows, use our pillows to hold my body and sink my hips down. This is definitely a deep variation of this pose, of lizard. So I'm dropping all the way down to the ground as best I can. If it's uncomfortable, modify. You bring your pillows close to your other hip to help you to bring your pillows kind of like in between underneath your body. So this is kind of like the modified. You can just drop down in front or just bring yourself up. Use your block. You want. So this is kind of like a restorative, especially if you don't have the range of motions. So use what you got around you to help you in your yoga. Nothing wrong with that. Getting that stretch, getting that feeling, and just using it. Just resting here. Let me bring myself up a little bit more. All right. Like I said, you can use your pillow holding you, your block. Have this comfortable and just breathe. Just breathe. And have your toes flattened. Go in here, really getting into those hips. Woo! I'm feeling it. My hips are tight. Well, they're tight because I've been doing aerial yoga, and I just been doing a lot of crazy stuff. So this past week, my hips are like, yay! You're releasing pressure. You're gonna push back on up, pushing your hips all the way back. Go ahead, bring in both knees back together, standing on up onto your knees. Go ahead, do a little shake out. Shake that tail feather. Stick it out, stick it out, stick it out. Ooh. Now we're gonna take that right foot, bring it forward. Same here with the right foot. Turn your right foot at least 45, dropping your hips down all the way to the ground. You can, like I said, use that pillow. Embrace yourself. If it's too deep and you're like, nah, son. Or you can use your pillow like me to rest on it, lifting your half of your body up. You get that deep stretch. And your thighs here. Holding it here. Get nice and comfortable. Halfway in there we go. Myself out in my body. I don't know what I want to do. Like going back and forth. Sometimes I want to put it there if you want to put it there. Make yourself as comfortable as best you can. I know some of this stuff can be very uncomfortable, especially we're holding it for a while. Just breathe. This lizard pose here on the right side. Go ahead and gently roll your body up, pushing your hips back, bringing yourself your foot back, bring your knees together for a second, sitting up on your knees. And go ahead, shift your hips. It's like that I have the blanket underneath my knees, especially if you have knee problems and that's too much for you. I'm going here shaking your hip from side to side. Roll it his hip. One direction, roll him in the opposite direction. Woo! Working that out. And this time, we're going to bring our body forward here. We're going to do puppy pose. So we're going to take our hands, walk them all the way out to the top of our yoga mat, dropping the top half of our body out, bringing our forehead down to the ground, stretching out, making sure your forehead is resting on the ground. So it's really stretching out. Hips are up in the air as you see mine are. Toes are flat now. You can have tuck whatever's your choice. Really stretching out that shoulder, making sure your palms are open, getting every surface inch of your yoga mat. And gently. Gently lift the top half of your body, shift your hips forward as you drop down to the ground onto your belly. Laying on our belly, we're going to go to crocodile pose here, dropping all the way down to the ground. Bend your elbows, place your palms on top of your palm here, and bring your cheek to your palm here and crocodile pose here, holding it here. Reset that body from that stretch. If you want, you can bend your knees for a second and windshield wiper your knees. From side. Then windshield wipers, go ahead and straighten them and just hold it here and just breathe for a second. Do a couple recovery breaths. Into my cheek to the opposite side here. You can go ahead and change the palms too if you like. Just breathe. Go ahead and listen on up your elbows underneath the shoulders here. Holding here in this position. Big pose. Holding here. You can have your gaze up if you like, have your head 45, have your straight, just hold here. Doing a mini baby back bend. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just oh, 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 oh. How are you doing on this 31st of the month? About to be February. February. Yes, for work. Do February. Maybe next month we'll just do pure yoga. We'll do be pure yoga month. We'll do that. I think next month I'll just do starting next week. I'll just be doing pure poses. Like I said, just look like I'm doing pure poses. Also, that's what it'll be. Pure yoga. Pure yoga month. Maybe I'll sprinkle some of your yoga. You know, do a lot of stuff. Alrighty. Go ahead. Drop back down to the ground. We're going to do frog pose. So we're going to do frog pose. So we're going to do calendar half a half frog pose. I like full pose. We'll do. Yeah. So Now we're going to take the land on my belly, bring it all the way down, come and crocodile. I'm going to take my right leg, bend my knee, open my toes open to the ground. So I have my toes on the ground facing to the right, having my knee open, having my knee coming close up to my elbow and dropping it down. So you can turn your cheek to that direction. Over here, we're doing a half frog. Just really stretching this side of the hips, doing isolation. Turn my head the opposite way so I can get a nice twist. Nice and through. That's great. As fast as you can. If it's too much, if you're opening up and your hips are sore, you can always modify. You can bring your hips down. You can also place like a blank. You can, fit on up if you like. If it's too much, but usually it's all on my belly. That's fine. But if it's too much, you can be on your elbows here because you can definitely feel it all up in here. The stretch is all deep in your hips, like all this, your hips, your butt. It's all getting worked on because you're open. If you open up both, people will definitely feel it. We're just isolating on one muscle at a time, one side at a time. To really focus on that stretch. And then make sure you have your left leg straight. Now we're going to stretch. Now we're not going to stretch. Now we're going to witch. Oh my God. Today. We're going to drop back down that left, right leg, straighten it out. We're going to bend that knee on the left side, open up our toes to the side too as well. Dropping down our hips down to the ground. Maybe you can turn your head to the opposite direction. Or maybe if you're sitting up and on your elbows here, getting deep into that. The higher you lift up your hip to your knee up to your elbow, you'll get a deeper stretch. And making sure you're having your right leg kind of activated but straight, but keeping it kind of balanced that way. You can just definitely focus on everything, stretching your butt muscles into your hip here on the left side. The higher your knee goes to your elbow, the deeper your stretch. If you have that. So be mindful where you're going in your body and take your time. Go ahead, lift yourself up. When you're to your elbows, go ahead, drop back that left leg, stretch it out, come back into that sphinx pose. Go ahead, bend that right foot, grab it with your right hand, bend it back to you doing half a bow now. The frog, now we're going back. Working that your back half of your body. A little back bend. Go ahead, switch. Take your left hand to grab your left leg. Half a bow. What's on the left side here? Group, baby groups looking at me like, what you doing? Okay. Okay. Go ahead, let it go. Go ahead, wiggle everything out, shake it all out. Go ahead, bring yourself back onto your hands and knees, back into tabletop position. Go ahead, roll over, sit on your bum. Stretch the legs out in front of you, sitting on your sit bone. Go ahead, shake it on out. Let's take a quick little yogi breath. We're going to take our strap here forward just a little bit. So sitting up, go ahead and take your little water break. Take your water break. No, that's what it, like that. Your little water break. that was much. It's nasty. It's nasty with your water break. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I've been doing aerial yoga, which is so sharp. It's been so much fun. So much fun. Enjoying the class. I'm going to it's elevate yoga. A lot of fun. Definitely good class. Teacher is amazing. Fun class. Have a good time. I'm taking like an intro level. We have like for 4 weeks intro level into aerial yoga where you learn the basis, how to get into it, how to line it up to your body, and how to move into it. So it's been a blast, fun. It definitely gets deeper into your muscles. So I feel like the next 2 days I'd be sore. Like my arms hurt the other day. Well, they're still sore. It lifted my body up with the silk really working upper body, lower body, insects and everything. So it's a lot of fun. All right, I have my yoga strap. Gonna bring the above my head and bring it behind me. Open it, flipping it back, my arms back, opening my shoulders. Woo! Definitely. Popping my chest forward, get deeper in my shoulders. Oh, yeah. Something have tight shoulders. That's for me. That's where I hold my life. I say this all the time. Okay. Go ahead, lift the strap back on up. I'll take my left hand, bring the strap behind me, grabbing it with my right, and just doing isolation, pulling. And let me turn around so you can see me. So, this is my left, right. I think that'll be backward there. So I'm taking my left, grabbing it, taking my right hand behind me, and I'm just pulling down, stretching this all the way down to the ground. So you're able to reach the ground, go ahead. Make sure you tuck your chin into your chest to alleviate any pain in your neck and just hold it here. Sitting up on your sit bones, tucking your chin into your chest, really stretching this muscle. You can put anywhere on your strap. And really popping my chest forward, tucking my chin into my chest, and really stretching this off. Because you want to grow into clasping your fingers. So this is just getting us into that practice of clasping your hands. Especially if you like do a cow pose. Go ahead and unloose. Take out those arms for a second. That's the seat. Do a little turn. Do a little turn. And we'll get the opposite side. So we're going to take the right behind, grab it in with your left at the bottom. Make sure you're tucking your chin into your chest here. So really pulling, using your left hand to pull your right hand down, stretching here all the way down to the ground, feeling that stretch. Like I said, if you have a belt, you can use a belt. If you have a scarf, you can use a scarf. You can use towel. Like I said, we are working to clasp our hands together. So when we do towel pose, we're able to clasp our hands together, building that strength. Go ahead, unloose, take it all out. So we're going to take, grab onto our elbows here for a second. Just pop in your chest forward, grab it onto my wrist, or just grab onto your elbows. Oh, did I grab into my hair? Oh, ow, pulling my hair out. Popping my chest forward. If you want, you can use your yoga strap and just grabbing your yoga strap here, falling into a fist, or you can use fist as a fist. So we're opening up our chest here. If you strap fist to fist, grabbing the elbows. If you can, reverse spray your hands if you like. If you're able to, if your wrist lets you, whatever's comfortable, wrist sore, like that. Hold it top, right over the elbow. Hold it here, open up your chest. Go ahead, release it down and shake out your arms. That was a lot. On the prayer like, oh girl, good job. What is that? Open up your shoulders, open up your wrists, open up your arms because we use them so much. If you use your hands a lot, like I use my hands, I do typing work and I on the computer all day. So doing little things. I always tell people if you have like a little one of those little balls, go hey, do those balls that release the stress and the pressure in your hand. And let's just roll our wrist here. Roll our wrist and breathe. From one direction, roll in another direction, push up, push back, push up, back. Go ahead and just rub into your wrist. Take your right hand, rub your wrist with your, rub your left wrist, rub your fingers, rub your other hand. Oh, taking the time, rubbing your fingers. Go ahead and wiggle them out, wiggle your body out. And go ahead. All right, so we're going to do a nice restorative pose here. We're going to do extended butterflies. I got my block set up to a letter C. I'm going to place both full length. No, I just need one pillow. Yeah, just one pillow. One pillow on top. I'm going to take another pillow and place it underneath my knee. I'm going to take my tailbone, sit at the edge of my pillow. Have the other pillow underneath my knees. Have my feet underneath the blanket. Have my body pillow. Now, this is how I want to do my restorative, my savasana. I'm just going to bring my feet together. Make sure. Yeah, there we go. I got my feet together, holding open with my pillow underneath me. I'm resting back on, rest them back here, chest open it up, taking my body pillow, taking my belly, feet touching. So this is my restorative. This is what I'm going to do for my savasana. I'm going to be here for a couple minutes. You can do this, or you can drop down straight to the ground if you like. You can place the pillows underneath your knees and just have them up. Or you can do regular savasana, whatever's comfortable for you. But today, I'm in the mood, and this seems like a plan to me. So feel wherever's comfortable for your body. holding it here, and it's going to tell Google to give us a time. Hey Google, so we're going to at least hold this for 7 minutes. Hey Google, can you set my timer for 7 minutes, please? Really? Hey Google, can you set my timer for 7 minutes? All right. So I'll see you in about 7 minutes. Bye. Okay, Google, stop. You can stay here if you like. If you want to continue this Savasana, you're able to. But if you're ready, you can go ahead and stretch both legs out. Do a little swim with your legs here. Move my here to the side. Go ahead and have both feet into your pillow, or actually put it away from the pillow, over your pillow. And go ahead and do a nice little windshield wiper inside of that. Maybe open your feet up to the same size as your yoga mat. Deeper. The say, recline, recline butterfly pose still. Go ahead, bring both knees together, roll over to one side. Be careful coming off of your pillow. This way, your back. And gently bring yourself upright in a cross leg position. Ever comfortable for your body. Bringing your feet together. Oh, sitting on your sit bones. Bringing both hands up to the sky, palms facing each other, bringing both hands into our heart center, and we saying namaste. Namaste is a East Indian Sanskrit, which means the God in me bows down to the God in you. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, sharing, and subscribing, and the liking this content. I truly appreciate you. 146 strong. Thank you so much. Hopefully by the end of this year, maybe we can get to 200. That's not like a goal. 200. Maybe we can get a couple more people to hang out with us and enjoy our content here. Thank you so much. Cannot do it without you. I love teaching yoga, and I definitely love all of you. My heart to you. Namaste to you. Peace and blessings to you, you fellow yogis. I heard you so much. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. I prayed for the 8 times. Thank you so much for your time. Namaste to you. And I say goodbye to you, my loves. Namaste. Bye.